uMkhonto weSizwe supporters in KwaZulu-Natal Midlands believe the party will bring much-needed change. MK is holding an election campaign rally in Msinga today, where former President Jacob Zuma is expected to deliver the keynote address.
Sinethemba lokuthi uMkhonto weSizwe ngasenzela okukhulu sesikade sivota sivotela amanye amaqembu kodwa siphumelela ukho siktholayo sithembile ukuthi uZuma njengoba naseqaleni kade kuphethe yena singenzeka kube futhi kukhona angasenzela kona okudlula lokhu ayesenzele kona eqaleni.
Mina ngizovotela iMK sinethemba lokuthi sizoshintshisa sithole namanzi kuningi 30 years wonke sihleli singenawo amanzi siyawahluphekela sihamba siyofuna entabeni.
Ngilana ngoba ngizofuna ukuvotela iMK ngiyakholela kakhulu kuyona ngoba kuningi sivota sibona ushintsho siphuza amanzi nembongolo kuningi nje sibona ushintsho kodwa siyavota siyakholela eqembini iMK.
Newzroom Afrika's Ntando Mnyandu is following the story and joins us live. Ntando, good to catch up with you this afternoon. Just bring us up to speed with what we can expect from proceedings this afternoon.
Good afternoon to you, Hugo, and our viewers at home. Well, certainly it's a hive of activities here just outside Mpelankani venue, where the former president of the Republic and the endorser and the presidential candidate for uMkhonto weSizwe is expected to deliver a keynote address, as you heard on those sound bites that you played earlier, that people here are still saying that, you know, they are hoping for better days, you know, as political parties traverse the country, you know, trying to canvass for votes, making promises. We've seen a marathon of, election manifestos around the country, and also, in most provinces here in the country where political parties, are making promises. What we've seen here is a large turnout of young people, and those that we spoke to earlier on, they are saying all they are wishing for is to see change, is to see clean, drinkable water, is to see employment, as they are saying that they are hoping that should MK come to power, they will get those opportunities they are hoping for. As I'm trying to speak to more young people who are queuing here, as you can see, there is a long queue of people waiting to get inside the venue to listen to the former president, make those promises to the electorate. Siswami ulana uzolalela yini ofuna ukuyizwa yini ekususe phansi yini ekugqokisa isikipha somkhonto.
Okungqokisa isikipha somkhonto kakhulu ufuna ukuthola ushintsho eningizimu Afrika nokwazi ukuthi siyintsha sizokwazi ukuthi sikwazi ukukhuluma, sikwazi ukuyimela, sikwazi ukusho yonke into esifuna ukuyisho ngoba uMkhonto uyakwazi ukumelana nentsha, unamaphupho ngentsha yakithi.
Yini wena njengomuntu omusha oyifuna kakhulu? Siyabona ukuthi kunenkinga yemsebenzi, abantu bantula amanzi, ubugebengu obudlangile. Yini olindele ukuyizwa kulo wayengumengameli nogaqele esobengameli egijima noMkhonto uJacob Zuma ayisho namhlanje kuwena?
Into engilindele kakhulu kuba uJacob Zuma unqamalala ukuthi afike kithina asitshene iqiniso lodwa bese futhi esitshene ukuthi njengoba siyintsha uzoshintsha kanjani, uzosikhipha kanjani ezidakamizweni kakhulu intsha yakithi, izosikhipha kanjani ekulinyazweni idakamizwe zabantu bangaphandle nokuthola umsebenzi okukhulu lokho.
Well, as you hear Hugo, she's saying that they are hoping that former President Jacob Zuma will bring about change. They want to know how will he fight crime, how will he fight drug, trafficking and drugs that are ravaging our communities. Let me try and bring more young people. Siswam uzilelana ubambikyu uzolalelana la namhlanje.
Ngizolalela inkulumo ezobekwa umengameli kona lokho kungibekela.
Yini inkinga wena njengomuntu omusha wala eSouth Africa ofuna ukuyibona isombululeka emva kokuvota ngomhla ka-29?
Awukuthi kuvotelwe yena upresident wethu uZuma cause yena ekuqaleni ubekwazi nanokuthi azivimbele izifo eziningi ubeyivimba, kodwa njengamanje sekunezifo eziningi ayikhoni ukuvimbeka and okuningi nje kuyonakala ever since upresident wethu angazi noma athathe umhlala phansi. Sifuna ushintsho, sifuna imisebenzi, sifuna ukubona intuthuko emphakathini.
Siyabonga seswami.
Okay.
Well, she's saying communities are ravaged by diseases. They're saying a lot has gone wrong since the departure of the former president as the head of state. So they are hoping that change will come, and they're here to listen to what the president or the former president will say. Siswami musukubaleka yini oyizelelana usuke ekhaya uzolalela ini namhlanje? Okay, uyasaba mfowethu. Awusichazele mfowethu njengomuntu omusha yini olindele ukuyizwa namhlanje njengoba uMkhonto weSizwe uzogaya ivoti la. Uyasiphazamisa.
Alright futhi mina into engifuna engizelelana ukuzolalela ukuthi uZuma uze ngani kithi kungani ekhethe ukuthi eze kithi yena amanye amaqembu emabhida kodwa yena weza la wathi uze kithi yini le akazositshela yena ngizolalela nje uZuma ukuthi uze ngani uzothini kithi ngoba leli qembu loMkhonto weSizwe siyalithanda kakhulu futhi siyalisupporta kakhulu.
Wena mawami yini ekubeka lana?
Mina ngizolalela nje ukuthi umsholozi usiphatheleni ngoba ziningi into esezenzekile kukhulunywa ngaye ngapha nangapha singazi ukuthi kuthiwa wenzeni nange sevumbwa neqembu ngokuthi bese simthanda ke sizileke somlalela futhi ukuthi usiphatheleni kulo nyaka 2024.
Siyabonga mawami.
Yeah.
Well, Hugo, I can assure you there is a high police presence in this area, ensuring that people are safe. We are in the deep rural area of KwaZulu-Natal called Msinga. If you know, it's one of the most rural, part of KwaZulu-Natal. And we are hoping to hear what the former president will say to these people over here as they are slowly trickling into the venue that could sit comfortably around 2,000 people. We are expecting the former president to arrive any moment from now, and the program was scheduled to have started by 10 o'clock this morning, but there has been slight delays. So we'll keep you updated with what is unfolding in this area. Hugo, with that, it's back to you for now.
Ntando, thanks for that update, but it's important for us just to query for our viewers at the very least. You speak of a stadium that takes 2,000 people, so obviously just a small contingent of individuals that are going to hear former president who's campaigning for the MK party speak this afternoon. What would have been the thinking behind MK going to campaign to this small number of individuals whilst other parties are campaigning to larger electorate?
You would know, Hugo, that, MK has not hosted its manifesto, So what they've been banking on ever since the election drive started was, to campaign and try and lure those despondent voters who are not happy with how the governing party has been performing and who also, were, for a lack of a better phrase, were lacking an alternative. So they are trying to go where people are. You would know that you can't expect people from Msinga to go all the way to large stadiums. So you better come to them, listen to their stories. This is not a stadium as such, it's a venue, but it sits comfortably around 2,000 people. So I think that would be the thinking behind going to where people are, listening to the problems of the people from the places where they stay. So I would assume that is the reason, Hugo, but we will know when the former president Jacob Zuma takes to the podium, and make those promises to these people and speak to them, it's in the language they understand, and you would know that former president Jacob Zuma hails from Ntando, which is one of the most rural areas in KwaZulu-Natal. So he appeals more, to people from this kind of areas. He understands, the dilemmas and the hardships that they go through. But your guess is as good as mine as to why they chose this area in particular. But this is not a manifesto launch, but a campaign rally as MK is trying to make more inroads in the province of KwaZulu-Natal. You know that in places such as Newcastle and Vryheid, where we've seen in the past few weeks by elections, we've seen and noted the presence of uMkhonto weSizwe party, in as much as they are not part of government as yet, but they are trying leaving nothing to chance to try and garner support and get as much, favor from the electorate ahead of the May 29 elections, Hugo.
Mnyandu coming to us from Msinga in the KwaZulu-Natal Midlands ahead of that MK rally a little bit later on. Appreciate your time. We're coming back to you a little bit later on.